What's up, YouTube? And I'm back with another testimonial car chronicle. So today's car chronicle, I wanted to talk about, I had a question for you guys. It's the question chronicle. So do you think that a female is being too friendly if she laughs at another man's jokes? Answer that question for me. All right, now answer the question for me in the comments. Now I'm gonna let you know the scenario. So I went out of town with an ex, and the one who did that to my chin. This happened. We went out of town before this incident happened. This was like the last, when we started dwindling down. But so we go out of town, and as we're going out of town, he brings another friend, and because we're going out of town to do something out of that was worldly, something that we were trying to get some money, and there was this pimp and this big time drug dealer that we were going to put a play down. So I kid you not, everything that I speak on here on this platform is true. All right, so as we are going out of town or whatever, mind you, I already feel uncomfortable because I'm going out of town with two men, right? And mind you, me and my ex at that time, we were just starting to date each other, and you know, he'd be making business moves and doing certain things, and I was nervous. Like, I don't put myself in predicaments where certain things can happen. And the reason, what I mean by certain things is, now you remember I told you that all my life, it's always been me, right? Being fondled with, or things of that nature, dealing with SA, right? So I try not to put myself in certain predicaments so certain things can't happen. Like, I try to be cautious, but nevertheless, you know, this is supposedly my man, and you know, we're going to do a little jokes to get this bread. Now, we both in a financial situation, a little you know, so, and we put a play. His cousin that lived out of town had a little play put together, and he called his big cousin to come down there and get things done. So I'm uncomfortable. I am nervous. I'm like, dang, it's in my head. I'm coming up with all different scenarios, all different types of scenarios. Like, oh my gosh, they're gonna me and leave me out stinking on the side of the road somewhere, or so I'm just coming up with all different scenarios of how it could go down. So his friend is telling jokes, and I'm laughing, you know, trying to like just fit in and feel comfortable and put my guard down, because I am nervous. Like, I've never been out of town with two people like that. Like, not two people that I don't know. We were just getting to know each other. I don't really know him. So I'm laughing at the jokes or whatever. I'm just chilling, vibing out, and just trying to make myself feel comfortable. So we get around the cousin that's out of town, and he's like, he sees that I'm laughing at the other guy's jokes. So he tells my ex-boyfriend, yo, she a little too comfortable with him, right? Like when they messing around, you know, like putting a little bug in his ear, which was unnecessary because that was not it. Like, what I look like, that was the help. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm with the captain. Why would I go for the help? Make it make sense. Like, anyway, so he puts this bug in his ear. So we get a room. We all get a room together. Like he purchases one room, and of course me and my ex-boyfriend are sleeping fully clothed in the queen size bed together, and then the person who he brought down there is fully clothed sleeping. I wake up. It took a long time for me to go to sleep. I wake up once we finally reach down there, or up there, wherever. When we finally reach the out-of-town destination, I wake up and he's not there. So now my heart, like I'm nervous. I am nervous. I'm nervous. And I'm calling. He's not picking up. I'm calling. Like, he not answering. So I guess his cousin told him, like, yo, yeah, let's see, you know, if she try to be extra friendly with this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I wake up and the dude already up. So he could have did whatever to me. Like, he could have did whatever. But God kept me. You feel me? Like, God kept me in the midst of my mess. Anyway, so I'm like, yo, where is such and such? He like, yeah, they went to go load up on coffee and gas and stuff like that. Something that was unnecessary. You could have waited to wake me up, let me get dressed, so I could have been by your side. You brought me down there. Like, what is you doing? So now I'm in a different headspace. Now I'm like, oh yeah, it's not to put a play together on somebody else. This nigga trying to put a play together. Excuse me. He trying to put a play together on me. Like, it just, the whole scenario was just like, ugh. Right? So now it's supposed to be the night where this event is supposed to be taking place. The jokes. But God, once again, kept me. It did not go down. We sitting there, and come to find out his cousin was full of smoke. That's what it was. His cousin, you know how you always got that person who do a lot of this, but when it's time for the action, nothing. But you trying to defer the whole situation and put the situation on me, make it seem like it was me. But no, we go all the way down there, and it's time to do the play. We end the play, in the motion, and you all hush mouth. Nothing is being done. So you was just all blowing smoke. That's it. That's it. Now you done caused my boyfriend at that time money. You caused him money. Because, like, all of that, he sponsored. That whole trip, he sponsored. From everything. And it did not happen. But thank God it did. I'm not even going to hold you. Like, thank God it did. Because I was supposed to be the driver, getaway driver. Like, my ex knew that I had the will. Like, I had the will. It took multiple times to get it. But yes, I had the will. So that was my job. My job was to be the getaway driver. But thank God it did not happen. I kid you not. I am so appreciative. Glory be to God. He kept me. Thank you, Father. But yes, this is what I mean by, like, do you feel like a female is being a little too friendly because she's laughing at another man's jokes? But all of that, it was his head and his mind. We ended up, like, after coming back to town and dropping everybody off, we end up having a conversation, and he told me what his cousin said, and I'm like, your cousin was way off. Way off. Like, I was petrified. Like, I was really petrified, and I was trying to keep, I have, like my mechanism, I don't know how to cope in certain situations. Like, when you see me cry, sometimes it's because I'm furious. Like, I'm boiling, and I know what I'm capable of doing. So I'm just furious, and I don't know how to control my emotions that way. But yeah, so my defense mechanism was to just laugh and try to make myself feel comfortable in that situation. And I explained that to him, and he was like, that's crazy. You see, that's why he was like, that's why I left you there in the hotel with him by yourself, so I could see if you was going. I'm like, what type of, like, why would you do that, bro? Like, why would you do that? Like, that's not cool at all. Like, bruh, like, why would you do that? Like, why? Come on now. I never, like, made you feel nothing like that. Like, don't do that to me. But anyway, I thank y'all for listening to my testimonial car chronicles. Peace.